Hi there, my name is Jason Perkins. I'm a Georgia workers' compensation attorney. I focus on helping people who've been injured at work with their workers' compensation claims. Today I want to talk to you about two different types of Georgia workers' compensation benefits. One is called temporary total disability, sometimes abbreviated as TTD. The other is permanent partial disability. It's often abbreviated as PPD. So the difference between these benefits can be confusing. Actually, whether you're paid temporary total disability benefits or permanent partial disability benefits, the amount per week that you receive is going to be the same. That amount is determined by your average weekly wage at the time you were injured. As I mentioned, it's the same regardless of whether you're receiving temporary total disability or permanent partial disability benefits. Now, your benefit will be different than somebody else's benefit. What I mean by saying that the benefit is the same is that in your workers' compensation case for a specific date of injury, the temporary total disability benefits you receive and the permanent partial disability benefits you receive on a weekly basis are going to be the same amount. You're not going to receive these benefits at the same time. So how do you know which one you're receiving? Temporary total disability benefits are paid to you when you're out of work because of your injury. So they're basically lost wages for workers' compensation purposes. If you miss a week from work, then the insurance company will pay you a weekly temporary total disability benefit check. Once those checks start, they should continue until you either go back to work or your doctor says that you can go back to work, or the time limit to receive those benefits runs out. Now, permanent partial disability benefits usually don't get paid to you until later in your case, when you've reached what's called maximum medical improvement, or MMI for short. As the name states, permanent means that you've had some permanent impairment from your injury. Now, the partial means that your impairment is partial and not total. So permanent partial impairments are paying you for the permanent restrictions, basically, that you may have because of your injury. Basically, you've got some permanent limitations and your body is not quite as good as it was before. And the doctor will use a book that's put out by the American Medical Association to give you that permanent partial disability rating. Again, when you start receiving these checks, you should receive, it's called a Form WC2 that notifies you that you're being paid. That should indicate whether you're receiving temporary total disability or permanent partial disability benefits. Now, when you can also sometimes determine which type of benefit you're receiving by looking at the check that you receive from the insurance company. It may note on the check or the check stub whether you're being paid permanent partial disability or temporary total disability. Sometimes, again, it'll be abbreviated as TTD or PPD. Now, if you've got any questions about these benefits, please let me know. I'm glad to set up a free consultation with you to try to help you out with those. You can do that by reaching out to me at the website on the screen or by calling me at 770-214-8885. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up on YouTube. Thanks for watching today.